Let's see. Give it a second.
Is everything working or?
I don't know. I just want to, because it still says I'm offline, so I'm going to reboot it. Can you people hear me? Yes. I'm hearing yes. I'm still muted? How is that possible? It says you can hear me.
Oh, someone's Discord crashed at
Yep.
the same time the stream did.
Yes, it's alive. Yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. Go ahead,
All
Joshy.
right.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So I liked this girl for about 7 months, and I got with her about July 10th, and or roughly around June, July time, and it was going well up until I asked one of her friends as a joke, "Do you want to have um, do you want to F word?" Am I allowed to swear on this?
You, you. I'm glad we waited to get this back on the air. You were dating a girl,
Yeah.
and you asked your friend as a joke, "Do you want to fuck?"
Yeah.
Where's the joke there?
Well,
A joke has a
I
setup and a punchline, my guy.
I perceived it as a joke because my jokes are very like weird, and basically she broke up with me about it, and about we had like a massive argument, and 1 to 2 weeks later we got back together, and I was out one of the days, like with me, my friend, and another friend who's a girl, and this girl kissed me as a dare, but I didn't know it was a dare at the time, and caught feelings for her while dating my ex, then current girlfriend, and I tried to like break up with her as nice as possible, but she didn't take it as nicely and just started insulting me and everything.
Yeah.
And basically, I told her that it was a dare and that she felt sorry for me. And I sort of caught feelings for her again. And now I don't know what to do because she said that she doesn't want to get back together and she's currently talking to someone else.
How old are you, Joshy?
15.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some advice. All right.
All right.
So people make mistakes, and you made a
Yeah.
slew of them. And whenever you make a big mistake of betrayal in a relationship, despite the fact it was a joke, let's look
Yeah.
at it like if you knew nothing and you found out your girlfriend texted a dude saying "wanna fuck," you'd
Yeah.
be a little upset, right? Maybe
Yeah.
grounds for breaking up. So
Mm,
when you make mistakes with people, it's not like you accidentally shredded a piece of paper. The person is still there. They're still practically the same person. But
yeah.
that's why they call it bridges burned.
Oh, okay.
It's very confusing, and I get that. It's super confusing because they're still there, they're still living, but it's
Mm,
over. And because you made that mistake, it's done. And that's the worst part about making mistakes with people is it feels like it's not over. It feels like you crawl back into
yeah.
that hole, but it is. And that's how you learn from your mistakes when there's penalties for it.
Yeah.
So you know now, fucking
Yeah.
don't get kissed.
Yeah.
Even if it's a dare. She didn't pin you down, right?
Yeah.
Don't
No.
fucking. That's not funny. Those kind of jokes when you're in a relationship. That's not funny.
Yeah.
So wherever you're at, you know things now. Don't be a dummy. All right?
All right. Yeah.
You made mistakes. It's over with her, but you're 15. You'll find someone else. Just be smart from the future. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bless your heart, Joshy.
Uh, I can't leave because my Discord crashed and I can only hear you still.
All right. I think I can boot you. One sec.
All right.
There we go. You're out. Are you guys just getting in now? I'm confused because people are saying, like, how long have I been gone for? Everyone put yes in the chat if we're okay. Because it still says my stream is unstable, even though I have a fucking wired connection and great internet. Tuscan Ollie, if you tell me to put you through one more time, I'm going to ban you. No begging in the chat. It's the first thing. Alright, we're all good. If it didn't, fuck. Oh, now it froze again. God damn it. Let me know if it froze for you guys. I'm so pissed. Refresh the stream if it's not working. All right. This stuff gets me so upset. Anyway, on to the next caller. Pollux?
Yes, Father, I am here.
Hello. What's up?
All right. Long story short, about 2 months ago, I meet this girl. We're assigned to the same summer program. It's an outdoor program. We go camping, hiking, water kayaking, rope climbing, etc. It was a fun time for 3 weeks. It was the first time I met her. In the dorms, close to the end of the program, she starts asking to hang out with me, like go hammocking with her, have movie nights, etc. I think nothing of it. I figured I'm an introvert, but it's good to have human interaction from time to time. And I go along with it. Turns out she's really nice. And when the summer program ends and then we're back at college, she continues to spend a lot of time with me, requests. It's really weird for me because I do not have people really asking to hang out with me all of the time. I'm the introvert
Right.
and I'm different from a lot of people. So it's weird to get attention from another human being, let alone a woman. So, and then about a few weeks ago, like a couple weeks ago, I think, we finished the last season of The Boys. Then she invites me to go hammocking with her again. And it's really late. Like we set up the hammock, and she's like really close, like right up in my personal space. And I didn't exactly mind, but I wanted to make sure that she was okay with it. She had said before that she didn't mind it, but I'd already been thinking a lot about whether she liked me or not, so I just straight up asked her the question if she liked me, and she said she did, as more of the friend. And I think I was beginning to develop feelings too, not necessarily a straight up infatuation, but more like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Love is an art. Something Love isn't something that sweeps over you immediately. It's an art that you have to build on, you know? So I
Yeah.
figured, oh, um, so we talk about it more. We hang out on the hammock for like hours, talking more about what we want. And it confuses me because she says that she has been in good relationships. She's had a relationship before. She's had bad experiences with guys before. That I am one of the only people she feels really comfortable around, which I'm really flattered and which I'm really flattered about and feel privileged to have that kind of time with her. But she says she doesn't want to pursue a relationship with someone she doesn't see a potential future with, marrying and having kids. Marriage, I'm iffy about. I don't attach any kind of significant meaning, symbolic meaning to marriage. If it makes my long-term partner happy, sure, I'd go with it. But kids are an absolute no-go for me. I do
Right.
not want kids. A vasectomy scheduled in a few weeks. If I'm going to have kids, it's going to be an incredibly deliberate decision. I don't want someone's entire life to be an accident,
Right.
you know? So we talk about it for a few more days. I talk with other people, try to get their advice, and we both decide. And I was willing to go with a relationship, but it was her, ultimately her decision about whether there was going to be a relationship or not. And she decided that she didn't want it because she didn't want the pain of ending a relationship she knows is going to be temporary, something like that. She still hangs out with me a lot, but here's the thing. I turned 23 years old this month, and that was the first time a girl ever said that she liked me. I don't want to it's it's something I've been thinking about and insecure about for a really long time, and having someone give me that kind of attention and share those kinds of feelings with me that I feel that I reciprocate to some level is big for me. It's the
Right.
first time it happened to me. It's pretty significant. And I don't want to emotionally manipulate her into a relationship, but I don't want to let go of this yet. I know the right thing is to just stay friends, keep the dynamic as it was, but it hurts. It
So,
hurts.
how did this begin again? Can you go back to that part? How did you two meet?
We met in a summer program. We were assigned to the same summer program. It was at another campus. It was an outdoor. It was an outdoor program.
But like, how did you two start talking? What happened?
Well, there was a couple days at the beginning of the program when we were just hanging at the dorms, and we just chatted for like a couple minutes here and there. It was just something that we grew into, I guess. There was pretty much nothing to do whenever we weren't
Right.
hiking or cooking to just talk with each other.
So,
But she didn't really she didn't really start anything significant until we got back from the hiking portion. We were camping around a mountain for 6 days. So when we got back from that is when she started asking to hang out with me more, have movie nights, hang out in the hammock and stuff.
so here's the thing I want to tell you. First of all, I agree with you. I know you don't want to lose this, but it is gonna be if if you start dating her saying that you want kids, like that's the only way this is gonna start, and that'd be shitty because you're getting a fucking vasectomy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
not a good move. That being said, I know this is the first girl that has ever really shown attention to you and whatever the hell, but the reason why this worked out is because you were forced into an uncomfortable situation. You were sitting next to each other. You seems like you barely put effort in, and she was still interested in you, right?
Yeah.
I,
She was the first person I wasn't even trying with. I've tried dating before, like I've got on dating apps. I've arranged on like I've been on a couple like dating app dates before, but it never really turned out well because I was so nervous and worried about the game, trying to play it right instead of
right.
just trying to be myself.
That
She was the first person I was just myself around, and she came to me, which was a big breather.
well, this is, dude. I think you're missing the silver lining of the situation. I think that you're a very desirable person. And I know that you don't think that, but I just since you're an introverted person, you don't see these opportunities that you have, or you just don't want to put yourself in those situations. And I get it. I barely leave my apartment. I have to go to the roof to get some sun because I don't want to go outside, but that's all I can get. Like, I don't. I'm pretty introverted as well. But like the way you're talking to me right now, the way the story unfolded, it seems like you definitely are, at the very least, like a notably easy person to talk to. You're not ugly. It just seems like you have a lot more going for you, and I know it's the first girl to do it, but if you put yourself in more situations like that, I think you're going to have a lot more chances. It's not like you're undesirable. I just don't think that you put yourself in situations where opportunities can arise. Like you said, you weren't trying, and this girl was into you. Like, and you go into these. First of all, I hate dating apps. I think dating apps are an awful example of how you're good at getting game because people go on
Mm.
there looking for one thing, and you're definitely not that one thing. You know what I mean? And it's just like
Yep.
you have to like try and do a little dance. Like, oh, is this gonna work for this girl? And then you have to get on a date, and the date's already it's so fucking forced. Like, do more of these camp activities, or do go to bars are tough, but go to like situations where you feel comfortable being yourself and things will start moving. But I think if you throw yourself into situations that are a little uncomfortable for you, people will react nicely to you,
Yeah, I suppose. I've been thinking a lot about why I'm so freaking nervous all of the time in this regard,
right?
but I was raised to be incredibly antisocial. I was homeschooled until the eighth grade. My
Right.
first year of public school was eighth grade, which is like the worst year in public school ever.
Yeah.
And I was basically raised to not associate with anyone who didn't act or look a certain way, who didn't believe in the same things my parents wanted me to
Ah.
believe.
Ah.
So I was completely antisocial all of high school. It wasn't until college that I really started getting forced out of my shell, learning how what people are actually like, respecting and understanding other people, their beliefs, what they do and act, etc. The person I was 4 years ago is completely different to who I am now. I've done a lot of growth,
Good. So
but there's still, sorry.
no, I was gonna say there's two things here. One, the fact that you had a late start in terms of really throwing yourself out there, like
Mhm.
and you were given not only a late start, but you also had a handicap. Like you went into the world thinking the wrong thing, and you went into the world late. And even though like 23, that changes everything, dog. What you just told me, you're 23, and people would be like, oh, that's late. You're just getting started out. First of all, 23 is young. 25 is young. 27 is pretty young. Like now that your things are starting to move, you have a bad mental because you haven't had an opportunity. Like now, like, look at you. You got out of college, and this is when you're starting to move along. So you had to take some years to learn, but you had your first opportunity to be social, and it seemed to work out pretty well. Maybe not the first, but like one of the first. You got to
Yeah,
bet.
it's the first.
I play a lot of online video games, and like it's round 2 out of 42 rounds, and someone's like, just forfeit. We're gonna fucking lose. That's a bad mental. You got a bad mental
Mhm.
starting out. But once you convince that one person, hey man, we can win this, start winning rounds. You just gotta have that mental, dog. Because I'm the one telling you to. The chat immediately said you sounded cute. I don't know if that gives you any confidence boost, but I mean, at the end of the day, dog, I think you have it. You just have to fucking go into it, and it's gotta be scary. I mean, you've been in a box eating saltines for 18 years, but at the end of the day, life's not as scary, and you're starting to learn that slowly. So I think just go do it, bro. You have nothing to lose. But
Yeah, I understand that. I'll just have to talk with more people, get them to get me into the more of those situations, I guess.
yeah, a good way to do that is work friends are tough, but in terms of there's a lot of clubs and activities around wherever the fuck you live. I'm promising you, and things that you can learn, like like cooking classes at an annex or some shit like that. You'd excel, and you'd also fucking you'd be confident in what you're doing. That's how people meet people when they get a little bit older.
All right, that's good to know. I still have a year of college left, though.
Oh my
I know
god.
I'm
Okay,
young
so
man,
you're
I'm
still
in college.
you're still in the mix of it. This is when you meet people, dog. You're good. You're golden. Just go for it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much, Father.
No problem. Good
You
luck
have a
on that
good day.
vasectomy. Ice your
Thanks.
balls
It's the
nice and good.
doctor who needs luck.
Yeah, true. Have a good one. All right. Who's texting me? Is this anyone important? No. Okay. One more call, and then we'll skedaddle. Subtropical depression. What a name.
Thank you,
What can I do for you?
Father, for I have cringed. Um, I'm on my way into my second year of college right now. I'm going to be a little sparse on details for this, just because I've got a. Oh, I can't. 1 second, I can't hear you.
I'm-
Okay, I've got a couple people in confidence on this, so I can't be as in full detail as I'd like to. But around February of last year, so think about halfway through the second semester, I got into a relationship, uh, fell down maybe a little worse than I should have, right? I was down very bad,
Right.
and we went distance for the summer and didn't make it, and now I'm back here and not really sure how to go about things,
In what
because
sense?
because we've still got mutual friends, and the likelihood of us encountering each other is
Hi.
to start growing quite rapidly once she arrives here, and I'm not sure how I'm going to react in that exact circumstance.
Right.
So, like I said, it was just we went long distance and didn't survive. It wasn't really anyone's fault, but
Yeah.
like I know, like there's no chance of it bringing back together like in a relationship terms. She's very open with me that she wanted to be friends again. I would like to, but I don't know if I'm emotionally ready for that.
Right. Okay.
And I've kind of got like two camps now of people around me who formed, some of whom are going, you should pull the band-aid off, get it out of the way, and see her as soon as possible. And others who are like, you should give yourself the time to heal, and hopefully if you not necessarily go out of your way to avoid her, but if you don't necessarily seek her out and you take that time to heal, which is kind of what I've been doing so far. It's been about 2 months since like we really definitively said, okay, it's not working. And I think I've come a long way in that time. I just don't think I'm there yet. We've been like completely no contact for about a month now, and I think that's done me a lot of good. But I'm not sure if now that I'm back in person, it's time to change tack, or if I'm gonna see
So
success. I'm
you
going.
you were in a pretty intertwined, like this relationship didn't end on bad terms, is like the best case
No.
scenario, right?
Yeah.
So if you get all your thoughts and emotions figured out, I'm sure you can have a conversation with her.
The thing about conversation though is I know where she stands in terms of going forwards. Like I know she wants to be friends. It's just a matter of I need to figure out with myself if I'm ready for
Exactly.
that.
That's fine. But you can tell her that.
I know, and I did, and she's, to her credit, she's fantastic, right? Again, like you said, this is the best case scenario, really.
Right.
And it's really gone from that initial phase of me turning every thought into like, how am I going to pull this back, to me going, just really, I miss her, is how it goes.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of trying to fill that.
It hasn't been long enough in the sense
I know.
of fixing it. You seem like you
Right.
have such a good you have good contact with your emotions, and we're in the same boat right here in the sense of it's gonna take longer for you to figure this out, and plus it's like the flu. You sleep on the same pill with the flu, you're gonna stay sicker for longer. The more you contact her, the harder it's gonna be. But I know you have the same friend groups. I think some nights you're just gonna have to tough it out if you're all hanging out, because it's not fair for you to like, make her feel bad about being somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
I know that, and I wouldn't do that. But I do thank you for that, because being as in touch with myself as I am has been the result of a lot of effort put in since this happened.
That's like, especially the most college kids. They're like, dude, like you go to a house party with your friend, and then all of a sudden they're like just looking at their beer, peeling off the label, and you're like, "What's up?" It's like, "Fucking Stacy's here, fucking ruining my night," and they leave, and then she feels weird about it. Like, having an idea of why you're upset and where you're at emotionally is a huge part of this. But the next step is getting over it, and that's gonna take some time.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know there's not a cure all. I just kind of wanted to, I found out about the stream a few weeks ago. I wanted someone to take a look at it with a fresh pair of eyes.
So I think that, especially college-wise, like, I don't want to say distract yourself, but don't just sit in your room. Like,
yeah. Okay.
Do shit.
I get that.
Like, I don't know. I'm not saying have a fake and go out, but like, join a club or find like your friends are going to see a show. Involve yourself. Like, it's about having experiences. The more experiences you have, the more chances you have of meeting new people. The more new people in your life, the more old things start to die down. Like, you just want to throw yourself into the college life right now, and that's going to speed up the process. I promise you. But the more you sit in your room and eat ice cream and watch a TV show that you're not actually watching, you're just thinking, it's going to be more of an issue. They're not cures, but they're ailments. Like, not ailments. That's not the wrong thing. We're not going to cure it. We can treat it. You're treating the symptoms.
Okay.
You're not curing it. Just little things you can do for yourself to make yourself feel better, and if you're keeping that path, things will move a lot quicker. All right?
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Subtropical depression. I wish you the best of luck. It's going to be tough, but I bet by Christmas you're going to be in a lot better place. Maybe even completely over it.
Thank you.
All right. Bless your heart, son. Those are tough. Those are always tough ones. How do I get over a girl? It's always hard, but you'll get over it. Hold on. It's time for the raid of the night. Sorry for all the fucking bullshit today. That guy's crazy. We raided him last time, though. We can't do it again. Play a little music here. I don't know if I've ever raided this person before, so we'll give her a raid. She seems fun. She seems nice. Let's give her a surprise. Dear Father Tug, would you mind informing me what type of shirts are called? This shirt? It's a priest shirt. Google priest shirt. Catholic priest shirt. I don't think you should wear one, though, unless you're doing a bit. All right. I'll see you guys on Monday. If you're in the... No, not Monday. Sorry, Wednesday. If you're in the Patreon, I'll see you probably on Monday. But